Oh, okay.
That lever did something. I could feel it. Careful now, that's a trap.
This one was a bit confusing. I think I had to... Yeah, I kind of have to look this up.
Careful now, that's a trap. Careful, I spotted a trap.
There's one that
Look
starts
out.
with
I see a trap nearby.
E. Oh, right here. Wait, no, no, no. P, O. So there's the E. There's E right there. Where's O? Please don't be up here. Okay, good. Order. Okay.
Careful, I spotted a trap. Looks like that last lever did something.
Now W. Wisdom. Okay.
Something happened, I think.
Then E.
It worked. I heard gears moving.
Now righteous, which I think was actually over here. Yep, right there.
Look out. I see a trap nearby. Something's happening.
Leave me behind!
Careful. I've spotted a trap.
Got it. I never would have gotten that. I would have never gotten that. We're at 90 hours now, chat. Yeah, I would have never have gotten that.
The truth hangs heavy upon the air itself, unspoken. This is the point of no return. Somewhere beyond this point, you shall be undone, or you shall ascend. There is no middle ground.
Wait. What? Wait. Am I gonna finish this now? Am I gonna finish this now? No. Really?
The truth hangs heavy upon the... The squirrel looks up at you and pats your leg reassuringly. He gives you...
Oh yeah. Didn't Red get something?
You come here often. I don't know what you did, but you just released a source flood. I thought I'd come and see what all the fuss was about. Should have known you were getting yourself into trouble. Looks like the big moment has finally arrived. I will do everything I can to support you, Godwoken. I will pray for you. I think you'll need it.
By now you've seen her perform incredible feats of magic. Surely she can pull off some grand wizardry now.
You think, right? But no. This is your moment. Still, do not underestimate my presence. This is a place of incredible power where a single prayer holds the weight of thousands. So, I will pray for you. Your heart and soul will fill as quickly as they're drained. Consider it a taste of your divine future. The people will pray for you. In turn, they'll trust you to do right by them, as I'm trusting you to do now. Of course, it's up to you whether or not to listen. I know how I'd respond, but you do you.
Melody wearily chuckles to herself, then bows her head in a show of unexpected but sincere reverence.
Since this might be the end, you know what? Never mind.
Looks like my investments paid off after all.
I need worship only one divine, and I believe he stands before me now.
You've shown me kindness in the face of my sins. My worship is the least I can offer.
Oh, no Jahan? Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. Can I waypoint out of here? I can. Okay.
Jehan runs his fingers across his temples and scalp, intermittently squeezing and massaging, as if nursing a severe headache.
Adramalik's voice has gone silent. But I'm afraid my recovery will take a touch of time. I am well past my prime, you know.
Not an empathy.
I have no plans whatsoever, beyond dusting my head for crud and cobwebs. After that, well, as long as the essence of Nemesis finds a way to leak into Rivellon, there'll be hunting to do. I'll enjoy peace when it's truly mine to have.
Fuck, alright, let's... go have a talk with Aru. We'll see if there's gonna be anything. Because there's 3 people... oh, 4 that end up joining us. Over, I wonder if there'll be
I
more.
hope we did the right thing, overthrowing the Magisters.
Godwoken, you return.
Always maybe on the
Many
path.
obstacles lie between the path of blood and the resting place of the divine. I can only help with one. The Death Room. It is a room of many levers. 5 will lead you closer to your goal. The rest will lead you to your death. Each lever is named for a virtue of the divine. Find the levers whose initials spell the word power. Select these 5 and these alone.
The Grand Master's chamber must be protected.
My dear, we all have questions. Sometimes we may even get answers.
Wonder why Lucian wanted to hunt down Godwoken. He didn't want his legacy be continued by
The
them?
divine worked in mysterious ways, and it was not our place to question him.
Oh, I think I already talked. Yeah, I
hope
already
his
talked about this.
Spirit will forgive me for breaking my... He knew that his mortal remains would hold great... In my time, I've worn many hats. Many of them pointed. I've been a scholar, an engineer of sorts, a protector of towns and villages, a thief, a lover. For one particularly memorable period of time, I was a cat.
That took place during DOS 1.
Those were the days. But through it all, I've been what you might know as a wizard. All these long years I have worked to maintain balance in the world. Lately, that has seen me at the service of Lucian.
Sharp Paladin. The Grand Master's chamber must be protected.
But this is just one way to tell my tale. There are many versions of Ahu through the ages. My body, or bodies as it happens, age. But my spirit does not decay. It may sound stupid, given the world in which we find ourselves, but I strive for balance, and a realm in which all creatures can feel safe and free of terror. Hence my alliance with Lucian. I have lowered my aspirations somewhat in recent centuries, I admit. Now I'd settle for the world staying out of the void. Amazing how your priorities change over time. I knew Lucian would defend Rivellon from oblivion.
Okay.
Oh, Charlie. I hope you will...
Okay, well.
The truth hangs.
Here we go.
The truth hangs.
This is it. I think. Possibly.
You come here often. I don't know what you did, but you looks like the big moment has finally. You think still. Consider it a taste of your. Of course, it
Malady wearily
looks like my.
I need worship. Only one.
You've shown me kindness in the face.
I've always preferred to be the one reaping the attention. But you've turned the tables. I suppose it's only right, seeing as how a new divinity may stand before me.
Now go. Rivellon needs a new divine.
The squirrel looks up at you.
Revered. You feel the power of your allies praying to you. Their devotion is providing you with infinite source. Oh god, that must mean this is going to be one hell of a freaking fight.
God woken. Dallas told me about you. You must be as hard as diamonds and twice as bright to have come so far. Your divine welcomes you.
The divine you thought dead lords over the chamber from a granite throne. He moves to speak, but it's Wiedemann's voice that next pierces the air.
What a twist.
Lucian frowns at Wiedemann, then bestows a benevolent smile upon you. All that you know of him flashes across the panorama of your mind.
I underestimated you, Godwoken. You have proven to be a formidable foe. You have my respect.
Respect? Indeed.
Lucian's gaze rests upon you and goes through you. He takes your measure entirely.
Lucian, we should tell him the truth.
Yes, I agree. It is time we dropped our masks.
Dallas nods, then reaches for the sides of her head. Where there was one face, suddenly there are four. She takes off the mask of the shapeshifter. A skull is revealed, bejeweled and ancient as the void.
I am eternal.
Aren't they just full of surprises?
This clarifies very little. Demand an
Fear
explanation.
not, Godwoken. Dallas is on the side of all that is good. She is helping me rid Rivellon of the influence of the Source. Listen to her.
I shall tell you the tale as I told it to Lucian. Long ago, the Scholar Fane discovered that the veil between the world and the void was made of Source. Our 7 lords desired this power.
Of course.
Silence, slave. Our king forbade the 7 to reach for this power, but they didn't listen. Instead, they rebelled and sent the king and his people into the void.
With the Source they stole from the Veil, the 7 created the races so they would have worshippers.
Shake your head. The winds never brought word of this to you.
Really? I'm shocked.
Shut your mouth, Godwoken. I tell you the truth.
Question Lucian's motives. Does he truly seek the greater good?
He hesitates, then he swallows his pride.
Here is the truth. I have killed thousands, perhaps millions, for the greater good. But I made a mistake. It was my use of death fog that opened the door to the God King. It upset the veil and took the 7 by surprise. My one mistake meant all those sacrifices were for naught. Those sacrifices must have meaning. They must stop the void once and for all.
Man, to know about another
I
plan.
seek vengeance against
No more
the
about the
king
plan.
and against the Seven.
There is more, but she hesitates to share it. Then she decides that she must.
I was a child when the God King tore my family apart. I was purged of source and left to rot in a putrid tomb. A child. It was hell. A hell I suffered for the sins of my father. He was the one that betrayed the God King. He was the one that told the Seven the secrets of the Veil. The cruel joke of it all is that the same tomb that housed my tortured body is what sheltered me from the void. Few Eternals escaped that fate. Myself, my mother, and my father, the scholar Fane. But now I finally have revenge. Revenge on the Seven and the God King. Revenge for what they took from me. My life. My people. My mother.
The hammer's voice falters and her coolness vanishes. Every crack and rasp betrays her grief. But her next words burn not with sadness, but anger.
He never even looked for me. He never even looked for her!
Dallas, control yourself. Our purpose transcends your personal wounds.
Yes. You are right.
Dallas's reasons weren't mine to question. All that ever mattered to me was peace. Peace for Rivellon. Peace for me, whatever the means. And now, we are on the precipice.
Roll for more information. What happened to the real Dallas?
She sacrificed herself for the betterment of Rivellon. She didn't do it willingly, mind you. Curiosity led her to the tomb. My hunger for source took care of the rest. I presume her bones remained there. And then I took her place. Face rippers are such marvels, aren't they? It didn't take long to realize that Lucian was the key to my vengeance, and I was the key to the salvation of Rivellon.
Lucian wants peace? Ask how the brutal actions were meant to achieve peace.
While Dallas sought the Aetheran, I started draining the gods of their source.
Oh, so it was Dallas. Lucian who was. Oh.
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
One more word from you, and I shall use the leash.
I had to hide from the gods. So I had the walls of this crypt equipped with tenebrium and protections put in place. It worked. Everyone, even the gods, thought me dead. As divine, I was created, empowered to stop the void. I was the avatar of the Seven, their strength and their weakness. My bond to them allowed me to drain them of their source.
Suggest that stealing the Sword of the Seven weakened the gods and allowed the Voidwoken to appear.
Yes, in a sense. When the Death Fog was unleashed, many elves died. With fewer elves to worship him, Tias and Dilius weakened. This gave the God King his first real foothold back in the world. To strengthen himself, he sent his Voidwoken, the remnants of my people, to hunt down the sorcerers seeking to reclaim their source.
The Voidwoken. Disgusting things. They ravaged the land they touched and infected the air they breathed. They were also an incredible stroke of luck. You see, blaming the sorcerers for Voidwoken made them easier to capture.
The Aetheran now contains almost all of the source the Seven stole. Soon, we will be able to heal the Veil.
The void shall be banished, and I, Lucian the Divine, shall return from the dead. A false divine, of course. I shall have no power, but the world will not know this. I shall demand peace, and we shall have it.
The plan is almost complete.
We have made so many sacrifices, Godwoken. All of us. Of ourselves and those we love. One last sacrifice is required. For the future of Rivellon, you must surrender your source.
Decide. Be the true hero and give up your source, or be forced to submit. Like a coward. Like a slave.
There is no other way. The source of the world is required to close the veil. All of the source. We only lack yours.
I want to ask Verdaman about being Brachus Rex. Hold on.
Godwoken. Dallas, you're
The divine. What a Lucian.
I am
respect.
Lucian.
Lucian.
Yeah.
Dallas. A sky.
I am.
Aren't they just full of...
Fear not.
I shall long
Of course.
With the source they stole from the
Really?
Shut.
Here, my one mistake.
I see.
There
I was. It was the crew. My fault. But now
The hammers.
he never.
Dallas's reasons weren't mine to question. All that ever mattered to me was peace. Peace for Rivellon. Peace for me, whatever the means. And now, we are on the precipice.
That's how it generally becomes the Divine Order.
A face ripper. The real Dallas didn't volunteer, and then I took her place. It didn't take long to realize that.
While Dallas...
Slurp.
One more.
I had to... As divine, I was created. Empowered to stop the void.
Maggot. I am no slave.
With a flick of her wrist, Dallas sends a jolt through Brachus's body. He writhes in pain.
Don't worry, he's well under control. He has made a fine servant. Isn't that right? Ingrate. I used him to find the Eteran. When we're done, I'll release him from his duty and free him from his pain. Until then...
Dallas punctuates her statement with another wrist flip. Brachus shudders, but his lips remain curled in a self-satisfied grimace.
The Eteran now contains almost all of the source the Seven stole.
The void shall... A false divide.
The plan is...
We have made... There is no... We only lack yours.
Remark that their plan means there shall be no true divine.
You understand?
The world shall not know this. I shall return from the grave, a divine without power, yet all who desire power shall fear me. I shall carry the secret of my lack of divinity. Peace shall reign.